Welcome to Wisdom Life Channel. Are you ready to uncover the enchanting secrets behind Santa Claus and his magical companions? In this video, we're diving deep into 4 incredible stories that reveal the fascinating evolution of Santa Claus and the origins of his trusty reindeer. From the transformation of Saint Nicholas into the jolly Santa we know today, to the heartwarming tale of Rudolph's shiny red nose, these stories are filled with mystery, history, and holiday magic. You'll learn about the rich cultural influences that shaped Santa Claus's image and discover the hidden legends that make Christmas truly special. So grab a cozy blanket, a cup of hot cocoa, and join us on this magical journey through time. Let's celebrate the wonder and joy of Christmas together. First, let's explore the different names by which Santa Claus has been known and remembered across various countries, different eras, and numerous cultures. The true name of Santa Claus. The image of Santa Claus today is not just a symbol of Christmas, but also contains a rich and diverse history of origins and names. The true name of Santa Claus has changed over the centuries, depending on various cultures and countries. Saint Nicholas. The story begins in the 4th century with a bishop named Nicholas living in Myra, a region in present-day Turkey. Saint Nicholas was famous for his charity and love for children and the poor. He often secretly helped those in need and particularly loved giving gifts to children on Christmas Eve. With his noble actions, Saint Nicholas became the patron saint of children and sailors. Sinterklaas, the Dutch version. When the Dutch emigrated to America in the 17th century, they brought with them the tradition of the Sinterklaas festival. Sinterklaas is a variation of Saint Nicholas but adapted to Dutch culture. In this legend, Sinterklaas usually wears a red cloak and rides a white horse, accompanied by helpers who deliver gifts to well-behaved children. The Sinterklaas festival is celebrated on December 5th every year, a day before Saint Nicholas Day. Santa Claus, the transformation in America. The image of Santa Claus began to take shape in America in the 19th century. From the Dutch name, Sinterklaas, Americans transformed and pronounced it as Santa Claus. The image of Santa Claus became more popular thanks to the poem, A Visit from Saint Nicholas, also known as The Night Before Christmas, by Clement Clarke Moore, published in 1823. This poem describes Santa Claus as a jolly, plump man in a red suit, who has the ability to climb down chimneys to place gifts into children's stockings. Père Noël, Santa Claus in France. In France, Santa Claus is known as Père Noël, meaning Father Christmas. Père Noël also delivers gifts to children on Christmas Eve and usually wears a red cloak, has a white beard, and carries a magic staff. The image of Père Noël is similar to Santa Claus but with a distinct French style. Weihnachtsmann, the German Santa. In Germany, Santa Claus is known as Weihnachtsmann, meaning Christmas man. Weihnachtsmann is typically depicted as an elderly man in a red cloak, delivering gifts to children on Christmas Eve. This tradition is popular in German-speaking areas and has also influenced neighboring countries. Father Christmas, Santa Claus in England. In England, Santa Claus is called Father Christmas. The image of Father Christmas has existed since medieval times, when he was depicted as an elderly man in a green cloak, symbolizing the spirit of the holiday season. Gradually, the image of Father Christmas was unified with the American Santa Claus, who also wears a red suit as we commonly see today. Dead Moro's Santa Claus in Russia. In Russia and Eastern European countries, Santa Claus is known as Dead Moroz, meaning Grandfather Frost. Dead Moroz usually wears a long blue or red cloak and is accompanied by his granddaughter, Sneguraka, the Snow Maiden. He delivers gifts to children and blesses everyone on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. Over the centuries and through the influence of various cultures, the image and name of Santa Claus have evolved and become more enriched. Regardless of the name, Santa Claus always brings joy, warmth, and hope to children and people all over the world during the Christmas season. Next, let's explore the transformation of Santa Claus over time. The transformation of Santa Claus over time. The image of Santa Claus that we are familiar with today has actually undergone many transformations over the centuries. Initially, Santa Claus did not always appear as the jolly, plump man in a red suit with a white beard that we know now. This transformation has gone through several historical stages and influences from various cultures. Saint Nicholas the beginning. Initially, the image of Santa Claus was inspired by Saint Nicholas, a bishop living in the 4th century in Myra, which is now part of Turkey. Saint Nicholas was renowned for his charity and love for children. He often secretly helped the poor and gave gifts to children, especially on Christmas Eve. The image of Saint Nicholas with his bishop's cloak and tall hat became the initial inspiration for Santa Claus. Sinterklaas, the Dutch version. When the Dutch emigrated to America in the 17th century, they brought along the tradition of the Sinterklaas festival. Sinterklaas, also based on the image of Saint Nicholas, was adapted to fit Dutch culture. Sinterklaas usually wore a red cloak and rode a white horse, accompanied by helpers who delivered gifts to well-behaved children. Santa Claus, the American transformation. The image of Santa Claus began to take shape in America in the 19th century. In 1823, the poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas, also known as The Night Before Christmas, by Clement Clarke Moore described Santa Claus as a plump, jolly man in a red suit, who could climb down chimneys to place gifts into children's stockings. This image became popular and gradually formed in the public's mind. Thomas Nast and Coca-Cola completing the modern image. Artist Thomas Nast played a crucial role in perfecting the modern image of Santa Claus through his caricatures in Harper's Weekly magazine in the 1860s. Nast depicted Santa Claus with a red suit, white fur trim, and a cheerful face, bringing a sense of warmth and joy. Another significant turning point was Coca-Cola's advertising campaign in the 1930s. Artist Haddon Sundblom created the image of Santa Claus based on previous descriptions but added more vibrancy and modernity. These advertisements depicted Santa Claus as a jolly, kind figure in a red suit, with rosy cheeks and a white beard, bringing joy and warmth to the Christmas season. The global image. The modern image of Santa Claus has spread worldwide and become a popular symbol of Christmas. Although there are slight variations depending on each country's culture, the common image of Santa Claus with a red suit, white fur trim, and a white beard remains a symbol of warmth, kindness, and joy for children around the world. That is the entire journey of Santa Claus's transformation over time. The modern image we know today is the result of many changes and cultural influences from various parts of the world. Next, let's explore the origins of the adorable reindeer, the characters who are always by Santa Claus's side in his life and on his gift-giving journeys to children all over the world. The origin of Santa's reindeer. Once upon a time, in the cold and snowy land of the North Pole, Santa Claus lived in a small village hidden among snowy hills. He and his hardworking elves worked tirelessly to prepare gifts for children all over the world. However, Santa Claus needed a special means of transportation to quickly and conveniently travel through the snow-covered lands on Christmas Eve. One day, while pondering this issue, Santa Claus heard cheerful sounds coming from a herd of reindeer near the forest. Curious, he approached and discovered strong, agile, and very intelligent reindeer. Santa Claus realized that these reindeer could become ideal companions to help him complete his mission. Santa Claus decided to select the 8 strongest reindeer to train and prepare for Christmas Eve. He named these reindeer Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Downer, and Blitzen. Each reindeer had unique traits and was very agile. Santa Claus and the elves began training them, teaching them how to pull the sleigh and fly through the snowy sky. The reindeer quickly learned how to work together as a team and coordinate smoothly to pull Santa's sleigh. They practiced diligently every day, overcoming obstacles to ensure they could fly fast and strong on Christmas Eve. However, one particularly cold winter arrived, making the nights darker and the snowfall heavier than usual. Santa Claus worried that the sleigh would have difficulty navigating on Christmas Eve due to the limited visibility. While contemplating this problem, he encountered a young reindeer named Rudolph. Rudolph had a unique feature. His nose glowed brightly like a small star. Santa Claus realized that Rudolph's bright red nose could guide the way in the dark nights. He decided to include Rudolph in the reindeer team and put him at the front. On Christmas Eve, when everyone was asleep, Santa Claus and his reindeer team, led by Rudolph with his glowing red nose, began their journey, delivering thousands of gifts to each house quickly and accurately. Thanks to Rudolph and the strong reindeer team, Santa Claus successfully completed his mission. The reindeer became trustworthy companions, helping Santa bring joy and happiness to children worldwide. Since then, Rudolph and the other reindeer have always pulled Santa Claus's flying sleigh every Christmas Eve. The story of the origin of Santa's reindeer has become a beautiful symbol, reminding us of friendship, teamwork, and the wonders of the Christmas season. And now, let's take a look at where Santa Claus has lived and what his homes have been like. The House of Santa Claus. The House of Santa Claus has always been a mysterious and fascinating topic for all ages, especially children. People often wonder where Santa Claus and the elves live and work to prepare for Christmas. According to many legends and stories, there are various beliefs about Santa's house, but all bring a sense of warmth and magic. The House at the North Pole. In many fairy tales and legends, Santa Claus's house is believed to be located at the North Pole. This is a frozen land covered with white snow all year round. Santa's house is described as a large, warm castle with roaring fireplaces. Inside, the hard-working elves are busy in the toy-making workshop, preparing gifts for children all over the world. This house is surrounded by pine forests and snowy hills, creating a beautiful and magical scene. Here, Santa Claus also has a sleigh pulled by powerful reindeer, ready for the journey on Christmas Eve. The village of Rovaniemi in Finland. In Finland, many people believe that Santa Claus's house is located in the village of Rovaniemi, just below the Arctic Circle. This is a famous tourist destination where visitors can visit Santa's house, meet Santa and the elves, and explore the toy-making workshop. The village of Rovaniemi is designed like a real Christmas village, with charming wooden houses, sparkling lights, and bustling Christmas markets. Visitors can experience fun activities like reindeer rides, sledding, and writing letters to Santa. The town of North Pole in Alaska. In the United States, there is a town that claims to be the home of Santa Claus, which is North Pole, Alaska. This town is famous for its year-round Christmas decorations, with streets named after Christmas symbols like Santa Claus Lane and Kris Kringle Drive. Visitors here can tour Santa's house and send mail from the special post office of the town. The house on Mount Korvatuntury. Another legend from Finland tells that Santa Claus's house is located on Mount Korvatuntury. According to this legend, Korvatuntury is a mountain shaped like a large pair of ears, helping Santa Claus listen to the wishes and whispers of children around the world. Santa's house is hidden inside this mountain, protected by elves and magical creatures. Whether Santa's house is at the North Pole, the village of Rovaniemi, North Pole, or Mount Korvatuntury, all bring a sense of magic and warmth, where Santa Claus and the elves tirelessly work to bring joy and happiness to children worldwide during Christmas. So far, we've journeyed through the fascinating transformation of Santa Claus, explored the enchanting origins of his magical reindeer, and uncovered the hidden legends that make Christmas truly special. Thank you for joining us and for your continuous support of our Wisdom Life channel. At Wisdom Life channel, we are dedicated to bringing you engaging, heartwarming stories and meaningful life lessons. Our goal is to share content with deep and educational value that resonates with your heart and mind. We wish you and your family a peaceful, joyous, and wonderful Christmas season. May it be filled with love, laughter, and all the magic that the holidays bring. We look forward to seeing you in our upcoming videos. Happy holidays, and see you soon!